But that's how it is, man. Yeah. But back to the subject. But Captain Marvel, though, she, man, and if you want something to hate on, listen. If you don't want to hear, if you really hate Brie Larson, don't listen to this next one, Mega Random, because I'm about to love it. Love Captain Marvel shocked me on this one.
She was used sparingly, but the times that she was used, it showed that she's the powerfulest superhero that they got. Yeah.
And they didn't play it up all that when she started blowing up the ships and stuff and whatnot. Like because even Joe was like, "Who the fuck is that?" I felt like I was watching. It felt like a Superman moment. It was like a mimic of a Superman moment. I was like, it was like up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. That's what it felt. I was like, because I was literally following the screen. I was like, that's Captain Marvel. I said, "Oh, Thanos, you in trouble." I felt like I was in elementary school again, and somebody flicked something at the bully in the back of his head. I was like, "Oh, you in trouble?" Because here she come, and then Thanos handled her a little bit, and then she got that look on her face. But then when Thanos did that headbutt,
and she didn't even budge.
Talk about a moment where everybody reacted. That was the moment. The Captain Marvel headbutt moment. Everybody didn't see that. He was like, boom! And she was like, "Bitch, did you just mess up this dude?" And when Rocket Raccoon called her, "What, you got to go get another haircut?" That was another moment that got me. She was used perfectly.
She was used perfectly.
I talked to Joy about it when we was watching. I said, I feel like somewhere down when Captain Marvel was having those conversations that we saw in the trailer, I was thinking, I feel like we might have a girl power moment in this movie. And I was like, then it didn't happen. But then when it came, when it was like, when everybody that it was slowly happening, you could see one girl come to her side, then another, and then the third one was like, "Oh no, like how you gonna make it through all that?" And then another girl came out and was like, we'll do it. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, girl power. I said, I went to Joy, girl power. It's about to happen. It's about to here you go. And then all the girls came up. I was like, oh shit. And they was like, yeah, we don't need you guys. And then Peter was like,
I got
it. Yes, ma'am. Bye. Love you, Captain Marvel. Bye. Hey, I heard Mega Random don't like you, but don't worry about it. It's going good. And hey, I ain't gonna. I bet you her ass was probably even clapping at that moment. I would wish I could be a fly on the wall. Get that evidence. I knew it. That's what I put. I would blast because you still went. You know you went.
Of course she went.
What's she gonna do? She gonna stand up in front of the whole crowd. None of you better clap when Brie Larson gets on the screen. You remember what that coconut did? Like, shut the fuck up down there.
Oh, she might be one of those people that got beat up.
Yeah, exactly. Up and coming YouTuber was mercilessly accosted by Brie Larson Bunny, a Captain Marvel miss of age 7, drop kicked YouTuber. Spoiling the movie, but I feel like you're right. The little bit that she used, and then like they're like, hey, I gotta go handle something else across the galaxy and whatnot,
which made sense. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. They had to give time to everybody else. Otherwise, honestly, if she would have been throughout the whole movie, she would have probably got her ass killed, because just because you that powerful don't mean you was invincible. If they would have focused on her, that would have probably been that one enemy that Brie Larson could not have handled, or Captain Marvel couldn't handle all by herself.
Question: do you think she could have easily put on the glove? Infinity glove?
She's already infused with the power of one of them. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. She probably.
I think that's another reason why, as plot device, they took her away. But it'd been too easy for her to just put on the glove.
Between her and Thor, her and Hulk, I would have said, yeah, let her do it. Let's see what she does. It would have probably messed her up, but I think maybe her healing factor. That's a question I don't know. I think the Russo brothers and the reactions on, but you know what, they've already had this movie written out before that Brie Larson stuff already came out, so they weren't going to change what they wrote because of that fake hate.
The fans would have been mad if they would have let her snap and win the day, and you haven't invested enough time here.
Yeah,
you have these other characters that we've been watching and following for over 10 years.
But the writers and the creators, the Russos and them, and Kevin Feige, they knew that too, as fans themselves.
Yeah.
Which is why all this generated hate on Brie Larson, making her the face of everything that they wanted to hate on, was not necessary. Because right there, you were insulting Kevin Feige then and these writers. You were telling them that just because Brie Larson is the new hotness and whatnot, all the writers were like, well, man, she's so damn cute. Let's scratch out Captain America and just put Marvel right there. And maybe she's going to wield the hammer and do all this. Like, they weren't going to do that.
No.
They were like, man, no, they're not that dumb. They had a system, and no one actor or character was going to change that or be bigger. Even Captain America isn't bigger than the Avengers. I'm like, as important as Iron Man is, he wasn't the most important. Everybody played their role. If it wasn't for Rocket Raccoon doing what his little butt did, Iron Man wouldn't have never been able to do what he did.
Fact.
So everybody just kept putting all that attention on Brie Larson because it suited their own interests. So. And that's all I gotta say about that. I ain't going back to, and that'll be the last time y'all ever hear me talk about Mecha Random 42, unless you want to holler at me. I'll give you I like the red hair. That's all I like. Though. But Joey doesn't like it though. Joe was I was messing with Joey, pretending like that this is a person that I would be interested in. For all I know, she doesn't even like men. For all I don't know anything about it. I was just messing with her. I was like, hey, what do you think about that hair? It's like the first thing Joy said was, what's up with her hair? I'm like, I don't know, it's better than mine. I was just pretending like I was trying to find something out. But see, that's the kind of guy I am. I can find something about anybody that I like. I can hate a person's guts, but I'll find something that I can have common ground with. But when you try to pretend like you hate something 100%, if it's not Hitler or the Ku Klux Klan or something like that, I'm going to find some kind of common ground with you. Like, what the hell? But all that generated stuff was not fair to Brie.